channel. So this is the first and second class of the topic called that is Principle of Inheritance and variation. So in previous class we have known that about the genetics. So who is the father of genetics then? As I said, that is G.J. Mendel. That is Gregor John Mendel. He is the father of genetics. Okay. So today's class we will study about his experiment, what he did and what all the things or the materials he took to do the experiment. With G.J. Mendel, he was a monk. Okay. In a church, he was a monk and he was also a professor. What he did is, to do his experiment, he took a plant called pea plant. What he took? The experimental apparatus or the experimental material is, that is pea plant. Please remember, it is very important. Okay. He took the pea plant where in his garden, in the church, in that garden, he saw the pea plants, that are the garden plants, which we call, or the scientific name of this pea plant is, that is Pisum sativum. Okay. Sorry, the species will be from small letter always. So on the pea plant, which is Pisum sativum, on this plant what Mendel did is, he took this plant and he continued or he did his whole experiment. Why did he took this pea plant only? Before going to that, on this pea plant he worked for 7 years. Means he continued his experimental work on this pea plants for the 7 years. From when? He started in the 1856. From 1856 to 1863. Till 7 years, he completed his experiment. He took 7 years to complete his experiment. And also, in the year 1865, he went and published his work. But the fate where the book didn't get more famous, and it was not famous in that time because it was a very not like there was no communication like now, like the internet and that and all. So his work did not get famous when he published in the year 1865. But again, after his death, when he was no more, at that time in the year 1900, the 3 scientists came and again they worked on what? Worked on the work of the Mendel in the year 1865, which he published. So in the year 1900, the 3 scientists worked on and they made that and they proved that the Mendel theory was right. The Mendel theory was right. So till now, we do follow the Mendel laws because by doing experiment on this pea plants, he gave the 3 laws, that is 3 inheritance of laws. So this is about how the Mendel worked and which plant did he take. These all are important because in case of NEET and your JEE, CET, these may will come. So please take a screenshot or take. So this is all about the brief introduction about the Mendel, where how he did his work on which he took. And let's go on. Why did he take the pea plant? If you observe a garden, there will be more number of plants, varieties of plants, right? Then why did he take the pea plant? Okay. So, why he took the pea plant is because the pea plant was having, these causes or the reasons are important. The reasons why did he took the pea plant is because the pea plant was having many contrasting characters or contrasting traits. And also, when the hybridization or the mating is done between the 2 plants, it used to produce the large number of seeds. This is also one of the reason. And also, its lifespan was very less. If the lifespan is only about 1 year, he just can't sit for 7 years and do his work, right? So, the lifespan was very less. And it is also the annual plant. So, that's why what Mendel did is he took this plant to do his experiment. So, we're contrasting traits in the sense, if you take a pea plant, there we can observe the tall plants and also the dwarf plants, right? So, these two are the traits where the tall is opposite of the dwarf and dwarf is opposite of the tall, right? That's why that is called as the contrasting traits. There is not only about the tall and dwarf but also the flower, which will be violet in color, and one more will be white in color. This is how the pea plant was having many contrasting traits. That's why he took the pea plant to do his experiment. So these three are the reasons why he took the pea plant. Please take the screenshot and let's go on with the what are the 7. Mainly there are many contrasting traits in the pea plant. But in your NCERT, they gave 7 traits. So let's go on with those 7 traits. Have you took the screenshot? Okay. Let's move on with the 7 contrasting traits. So what are those? This table is given in your book also. 7 contrasting traits of pea plant. So first let me write down the characters, okay? So the characters are, the first one is plant height, okay? Then the flower, then the seed, then the fruit. Okay, these are the characters where the plant height, flower, seed and fruit are the characters. Coming to the traits, see, have a look over here. These are the traits. Where in plant height we can see some of the plants tall and some of the plants dwarf. Hence there are 2 traits, that is tall and dwarf. In the same way, in case of flower, we can see the position of flower. Some will be on the terminal and some will be on the axial, right? So, flower position is one of the trait, and also the color, where the color of the flowers will be different. So, color is also one of the trait. And then coming to the seed. In seed also, there are 2 traits where we can see. The first one is color, seed color and the shape of the seed. So these 2 are the traits of the seed. And coming to the fruit. Fruit also will be having the color and also the shape of the fruit. So these 4 are the characters, and these 2, each character has the 2 traits. These are called as the traits. Got? So let's go on with the dominant trait and recessive trait. Okay. So here there are 2 traits in case of plant height, right? So which is the dominant, which is the dwarf? So that is what? Any trait which express its dominantly, where its presence or the appearance will be more than the other trait, that is called as the dominant trait. Where the tall is the dominant trait, because many of the pea plants were tall, only some were dwarf. Hence dwarf is the recessive character, where it cannot express its trait completely. So the dwarf is recessive as compared to the dominant, when tall is dominant than the dwarf. And in case of flower, okay, here flower, coming to the position, the position of the flower will be, some will be axial and others will be what? Terminal. Most of them will be on the axial. For example, if this is the what? Flower, think the flowers may be upside on the axial position, where in case of terminal they will be on the side. So that is what the terminal. And coming to the flowers color, where dominantly violet color, in case of pea plant, violet color will be more as compared to the white. Hence violet is the dominant and white is the recessive. And coming to the seed, seed has again two traits, that is color and shape. Coming to the color, seed color, most of them will be yellow, which is dominant, and some will be green, which is recessive. And coming to the seed shape, most of the seed shapes will be in the round shape, right? So the round is the dominant one, and some will be wrinkled, which is the recessive, where they will be wrinkled, they won't be in a round shape. And coming to the fruit, where fruit color will be most of the time green, and green is the dominant, and the recessive, which is yellow. And coming to the shape of the fruit, where the shape of the fruit will be full or the like this, where pod shape, the fruits will be fully like this, and some of them will be contrasting. That will be, some fruits will be like this, wrinkle like, but they will be pod like structure. So these are the 7 traits which are given in your NCERT. Please remember these, they are very important and you need to learn this by hook or crook, you need to learn this. So in this class we studied about the Mendel's brief introduction and how his how did he took the pea plant and what is the causes to select the pea plant, okay, and also the years when he started and when he finished and when he published his result. And then we studied about the 7 contrasting pairs. Please do take the screenshot, and this is what in this class, and in the next video let me come up with the new topic. Till then, take care, stay tuned and study well. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, and thank you everyone. Bye bye.